He pulled over here. That was his own boat, dressing room, living quarters. Yeah, that wasn't Johnny Depp's. That was his double, his stunt double's quarters. Johnny Depp's boat's a little bit bigger. Right. That's true.
How did all these palm trees get here? Are these palm trees originally?
Too many questions. Hold on.
How did the palm trees get here?
The what?
Palm trees.
The date palms, yes. What you looking at there, those are date palms. Now, they have many palm trees on the island. There's date palms, there's coconut palms, there's Philly palms, queen palms, and palm palms. Palm palms are what pom-poms are made from. The palm palms, those, you've been to football games, no?
Yes.
Okay. Football games, you know they have the girls, they out there cheering, rah-rah. They have the pom-poms. Those are made from the pom-pom trees. And there's only a few of the pom-pom trees on the island.
What kind of accent do you have?
That's a mix. What it is it's British influenced reggae with a little of Caribbean jive mixed in. Mostly jive. A lot of jive. A lot of jive turkey in there.
Yeah, man.
A lot of Caribbean jive.
Who discovered this and when?
All right, Christopher Columbus. You all heard the story. Christopher Columbus. He discovered in America in 1492. He was there for exactly 1 year. He said this place sucked, and he left on his boat, and he went south. And he sailed, and he actually never even stepped foot here. He sailed by it, and he said, "Hey, I shall call that Antigua." And that the reason is the Antigua is the locals all call it Antigua. I call it Antigua.
Yeah, but you have an accent.
The reason I call it Antigua is it sounds better on the travel brochures. When you're trying to get people to come down here, you want it to sound exotic.
Goats!
So I prefer to call it Jimmy's Antigua Tours. You'll never hear me call the island Antigua. Some say Antigua, some say Antigua.
Mommy, look at the goats.
Why are there goats over there? How did they get?
Well, does anyone know the difference between a goat and a sheep?
The goat's tail points up, the sheep's tail goes down.
No, that's not true.
A sheep has
The difference is the sheeps have wool and the goats have milk.
I just said that.
You heard of goat's milk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do they make goat cheese?
How do they make goat cheese? Well, that's an X-rated story I really can't tell in front of the children. If the children would disembark the bus right now, I could get into that. The cheese. You don't want to know where the goat cheese comes from.
Where does it come from?
Actually, the goat cheese is made from goat milk. They churn the goat milk over and over and over until it turns to cheese.
Actually, it turns to butter.
Therefore, they call it goat milk. No, they skip the butter process altogether. It goes straight from goat milk to goat cheese.
So what part of town do you live in?
I live on the north 40. I live with my mommy over there. I live up on the hill. If I make it big someday, I'm gonna have that big house on the hill you were asking about earlier. That will be mine.
Is that your house?
How did those goats get to the island?
The goats were brought here by the British. They were brought here to chase the mongoose, who they brought here to chase the snake. So it all started with the snakes.
Why were the snakes brought here?
So what?
Why were the snakes brought here?
What you're gonna have to interpret. I don't
Why
understand.
were the snakes brought here?
The snakes were here. The snakes started here. The snakes were here before Adam and Eve. And matter of fact, when Adam and Eve were sitting there wondering if they should eat the apple, the snake said, "Yes. Yes." Eat the apple. And we all know what that got him. So the moral of the story is when a snake says yes, don't do it, man.
Go sell your car, man.
Go sell your car, man. Buy a tour bus. You'll be more happy.
Why did Jessa fall asleep after her question?
I'm sorry?
Why did Jessa fall asleep after her question?
I was boring her to tears. I'm sorry for that. I'll try
Any
and
other questions?
liven this up a little bit.
Any other questions? Do you know any Antigua dances?
Oh yes, yes I do.
Or songs?
We're gonna park over by the beach.
Is there like an anthem to this island? Do you know
I show you all the dances. After a couple of beers, I will show you every dance I know.
Sing the national anthem for Antigua.
That one I can do, but with the music playing in the background, it'll throw me off the track. It's a very beautiful song. I don't want to dishonor it with silliness.
Sing us the tune.
I don't know this one. This is Tilly. This is Beyonce. This is a lot of people don't know Beyonce did a Caribbean album back when she was a young girl. It was back in the early '80s. She was 3, and she did a Caribbean album. It goes a little something like this.
Why are there so many shoes? I have one on my leg and one on my arm.
Those are all the sailboats for the rich locals. Only very rich business owners can have a boat in the harbor here.